2022 return from COVID, Rapid React. So this was we're back in the schools after COVID. We have a lot of rules around meeting and things like that. Only 20 people per team can go to events, lots of rules. Everything was masked. Here's the game animation video.
2022 First Robotics Competition. And this year's game, Rapid React, presented by the Boeing Company. Two alliances of 3 teams each compete to score their cargo balls into the lower hub and the upper hub. They earn additional points if the robots traverse the rungs of their hangar. Robots start each match on one of their tarmacs and may be preloaded with 1 cargo each. During the first 15 seconds, robots are autonomous. Without guidance from drivers, they leave their tarmac, score preloaded cargo, and collect and score additional cargo. During the remaining 2 minutes and 15 seconds, drivers control their robots. They continue to gather up 2 cargo at a time and score cargo in the lower and upper hubs. Cargo scored into either hub count towards the cargo bonus. Launch pads protect robots from contact by opponent robots. Robots may use either terminal, where their human players assist the robots with acquiring cargo. As time runs out, robots race to their hangar and traverse as many rungs as possible. The higher a robot gets, the more points it earns. An alliance that reaches a hangar point threshold is rewarded with a ranking point. The alliance that earns the most points wins the match.
So this one had kind of a transportation theme, but the theme didn't really affect anything about the game at all. A traditional scoring, a traditional shooting game, only a single game piece, which is basically these big, huge playground-sized tennis balls. So it's like a big fuzzy ball. You could hold up to 2 of them at one time. They're pretty easy to manage. You would shoot them high or low. We decided to go low, which few teams did. And then you had to climb some monkey bars at the end game. So 4 different bars at 4 different levels that would get you increasing point values the higher you went. Unique features of this. This is where we really started to see Swerve Drive come out at the higher levels. Vision guided shooting was the norm for shooting at the high. Hooded flywheel shooters were also the norm. First time back from COVID, we aimed very low for our expectations with our robot. So we did not shoot for the high goal, we only shot for the low goal. Though the end game was very challenging, we went all out for the end game, and we accomplished that very, very well and had a really fantastic climber for that. So we are going to look at, this is from the Provincial Championships. So this is us playing here at Provincials. So at the start, everybody lines up around here. This is our one central goal, and that's your climbing zone there with all the 3 different levels, 4 different levels of bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. That high bar is the 15-point traversal bar. So this is us here. So we start out by shooting our 1 in the low, picking up a second one, coming back and dumping the second one in. And now we're going to round and pick up the big blue tennis balls and score as many as we can. That's us there. A very cool looking robot that year. Tank drive. I'm trying to think if there's any swerve. Looks like these are all tank drive in here. So that's us there. So we're just running around, grabbing stuff. We could score about 5 or 6 in a match, but they're only 1 point each versus 2 points for the high. That's us there. Our partners are not doing very much here either. I think we're scoring pretty much all of our points this match. So these guys are going up to climb already. So they're starting their climb. They must take a long time because they started at about 40 seconds left. We'll start with about 25 seconds left here. So they're up onto that bar. Alright, here's us going in. That was as high as you could reach. You could only grab that bar, but then you'd have to climb all the next ones. This is a super crazy and violent process. And our robot fell many times during competition, making these transitions. But our drivers were very good at doing this. But that was very cool. So we are 2 robots on that high bar, so those are 15 points each there. So we were good because we could do that. So we got 11 points from all this stuff, 30 points from this. So we definitely prioritized the climb, and we were very effective at that. You see everybody with masks on over here too. And that was 2022.